Good afternoon. I'm Paula Jensen. I'm presenting Module 9, Getting Down to Business, Planning Campaigns to Win. So this module is really described around a powerful tool that we call campaigns. Our residents need the skills to fight for that community change, and this module really helps them do that. The purpose of this module is really just to do an introductory workshop to help them develop the key skills that they need to help community residents make that change and become change leaders. The learning objectives laid out here are really around skills, knowledge, and developing those abilities. The skill to identify issues, to look around and see what's important to the collective community across the generations, to be able to be confident and practice the strategy, and then to understand and create that collective plan with many voices in the room. And then using their problem-solving skills, their public speaking skills, their presentation skills to effectively create a winning campaign. There's a really great template that we'll talk about in a little bit. That's part of the abilities session here. So campaign planning is really one of four elements of organizing. Element 1 is around education. Element 2 is about gathering your crowd. Element 3 is around creating a strong organization that has credibility so that when we create these campaigns, they will be effective and successful. The module agenda for this session is 3 hours. It's a long session, but it could be really effective, especially based on the activities I think that are involved in here. The first activity is a video that really I think presents a perfect campaign where so many people got involved in one issue and really made a difference in our nation. That agenda is really laid out well and has a lot of variety for us to move through. The presentation part of this module is around the 5 steps for a winning campaign. Step 1 is really about understanding and identifying the issues. This is the critical piece, the base, the foundation of a campaign. Defining our diverse team, involving young and old, and everyone in between. Step 3 is around researching the power and the players in our communities. Those people on both sides of change, those that don't want to change and those that have the influence to help us make change. Step 4 is around developing that path to victory, developing the plan that's going to get us where we need to go. And step 5 is the follow-up step where we evaluate the work that we've done, what went well and what could be better. Always important. There are 3 handouts as part of this module. The first one is around the 5 steps we just talked about. The second one is the template for creating that campaign plan. This is a really effective template. As I look at it, it really covers all the bases for these teams who are putting together a plan. And then the last handout is really the feedback form for the workshop participants before and after. Really great module activities. Like I said before, the Eyes on the Prize video, I encourage you to watch that impactful video. I think you'll be moved as well as I was. And then there's alternative activities. So if you're trying to create some change or a campaign around youth, I encourage you to look at the Apollos video. And then there's some brainstorming and debrief questions for the group to work through there. And learning outcomes, what comes out of this module when we have a winning campaign, what really happens in our communities. Community residents hopefully will have a lot better understanding of the issues that they're facing, and they'll be aware. A collective action plan will be in place to make change, and people will be inspired to get involved. Lives of our residents will be improved through the work that we're doing. Leaders will have new skills and tools and strategies for addressing other issues that face their community. And lastly, I think some of the outcomes from this kind of campaign is really that more residents are going to want to be engaged in being change leaders. There's some really great additional resources that are part of this module as well. One of my favorites is the community toolbox. I've put the link in here that you can get off the forum. And then there's a couple books here too, and I shared the links to Amazon for you there. But thank you for listening to my presentation. I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person today, but I'm on my way to Washington, D.C. to do some campaigning of my own. And so this was a really fitting lesson for me to do and presentation, and I wish you all well. Thank you.